I've just hit a 6-iron there, 200 yards, about 8 foot away from the hole. Really, really pleased with the shot. And all I did was think about one simple thing in my downswing. From this part here, right the way through to this part of the golf swing, that just allowed me to develop that effortless, the feeling of that effortless golf swing to take place in my golf game. And this has helped what I'm about to show you so many of my students out there, and which is why I think it's going to massively benefit you as well. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a comment down below of a tips or drills video topic you'd like to cover next. My name's Harry, PJ Golf Professional, here to help you transform your golf game. So what we tend to notice, and this is what I noticed a lot in my lessons last week, was that when my students would get to the top of the swing and they were trying to get this effortless downswing to take place in their game, their overall golf swing, they were getting very up to the top. And from this movement here, they were starting the downswing by really pushing their shoulders into the golf ball. Now, when we're trying to hit the golf ball harder instead of faster, there's two different words there and they mean completely different things. So trying to hit the ball harder is actually getting those shoulders involved, trying to push this golf club down into the back of that golf ball. Although we're going to get some good compression doing this, we've got to time that movement to perfection. Getting that steeper angle of approach. No tour professional, consistent tour professional has a downswing where the club is coming severely steep into the golf ball. If anything, they're favouring more of this shallower approach into the golf ball, slightly more in to out approach to hit those draws and also those fades. And when you watch them all on tour, they always look, especially the likes of old Ernie Els, back in the days, he was absolutely class and he still is today, just with doing that movement where he's back and forth and he hits the ball 300 yards. Well, how does he interpret that movement? What is the key to help him that gives him that extra bit of yardage with the irons, hitting 6 irons over 200 yards and hitting drivers over 300 yards. So what we've got to get you doing is, rather than getting to the top of the swing and going this way, we've got to get you moving this way. And when I say this way, look what I'm doing just with my hand here, this one hand onto the golf club, my lead arm like so. All I'm doing is I'm just ensuring that I'm getting a bit of turn back and forth just for this drill, but I'm just swinging up to the top of my swing just to get this L shape in particular just for this drill. Then on the way through, I'm getting this other L shape on the way through. But what have I done differently there as opposed to getting this position? Well, this position here, I'm really forcing this club head almost out in front of me, trying to hold off the angle, really push the hands too far forward. Whereas we in this movement here are allowing that club to rotate over. As you can see here, all I'm doing is just swinging back and forth very smoothly, very effortlessly, feeling the weight of the club, take the club head back and take the club head through like so. No tension in this lead arm to force this position to take place where that club goes towards the target. We've got to let that club work on its natural swing arc. The golf club works on a circle, an arc, back and forth. And if we try and manipulate this swing arc and get the club working too far this way, we're actually reducing the swing arc. We're pushing the swing circle closer to us, so everything's going to get too cramped, too tight, no good for that effortless, smooth golf swing. And another key to this is tension slows you down. Tension, if someone was to stand right in front of you here where this golf ball is, and you just swing back and forth and you had to go full pelt but stop just before you hit that person, you would apply tension to stop the golf club. So tension slows you down. So if you're thinking that, right, to hit the ball, I have to hit the ball really hard to get that effortless swing, to get more distance, it's not going to work because that tension, especially in the upper body, is going to slow you down. We've got to get this movement taking place in the lower body and this effortless smooth swing with the arms and the upper body. So just a quick little tip with the downswing, and then we're going to apply both of those two moves together and see what we can come up with in terms of numbers. So when I get to the very top of my swing, all I'm thinking about in terms of trying to start from the lower body as opposed to the upper body, because we don't want to go this way, all I'm going to do here is just apply a little impulse. Now, I've spoken about this in a couple of my videos in the past, where if we can get to the top and just apply a little bit of pressure into the ground, that already switches on that lower body. That gets the lower body fired up, ready to go. So then as soon as we can push back upwards, then that's going to really help us get this effortless, smooth swing in our game. So all I'm doing here is I'm just swinging up to the top, thinking of that L shape, and then I'm applying that little bit of pressure, that bit of an impulse, and I'm pushing back upwards as I'm rotating through to finish. The key to this though is see if you can push back up with the legs so you make that solid contact with the golf ball. If we just go a little bit too far, we're going to hit the ground when doing this drill. So 2 hands on the club. All I'm thinking about there again is just applying that impulse in the downswing, that little bit of a squat motion to push back up like this here, turning through, getting my body to turn through to the target, and just allowing that club head to rotate over. You can see here I'm going from internal rotation with the lead forearm to external rotation. So my left arm is doing this movement here. I'm allowing this movement from the backswing where the GX Golf Club logo is pointing towards the camera to now pointing towards the wall behind me. By the way, if you are in the market for new golf clubs, you can get yourself some GX golf clubs. They provide high quality golf clubs for a fraction of the price in comparison to the rest of the market. You can use my code Harry10 down below to get yourself a great discount off these bundle packages of 3, 6 and 9. I'd highly recommend checking them out. You won't regret it. So what I'm doing there again is up to the top, applying this little bit of impulse and then pushing back up as my arm just folds over. My now palm is facing towards the camera, GX Golf Club logo facing towards the wall behind me. So we just started off with a couple of almost pitching swings, taking the club back to that L-shaped position at the top of the swing there, back and forth. That was really nice and compressed. You can see there I've allowed the club to release through like so. Club face is pointing towards the wall behind me as opposed to opening up like this. Just shy of the bunker, carried 107 yards, totaling 165. One of my students in particular, to do this, we noticed that this trail side of the body, rather than allowing this extension, this release to take place with this trail side of the body, we started to notice this trail arm wanting to push outwards. This right shoulder in particular moving almost towards where the golf ball is. You can see when I try and hit the golf ball now and I do this, it's no good. We're getting back on the outside. So how could we ensure that our shoulders were actually calmed down, staying almost behind us for a bit longer, just to allow that club then to release over like through? Well, what I got was a swing plate and alignment stick set almost on a 30 to 20 degree angle, placed about a 4 irons length behind the golf ball, hovering over the golf ball, directly pointing towards the target line. So right in the middle of the net in this indoor facility. Pros don't go this way to attack the golf ball with the irons. They go underneath and get that compression with the hands staying ahead. So doing this drill right here to avoid the stick back and forth, same movement is just going to help you, really force you to get this club working more underneath this stick, underneath the plane, as opposed to coming too far over the plane. So up to the top of the swing. Now that one there was really nice. Didn't quite allow that release of the club head on the way through. I could feel my lead arm there just creeping in a little bit too early. So I'm reducing that swing circle on the way through. So let's just see if I can do another one where I'm just really letting go now, really allowing this movement here, this little impulse, this pressure, push down, push up to take place and really allow that club. I mean, you can hear that movement there, and that felt effortless. It looked easy. The club and arms are going really quick, but the body is doing what it's supposed to do, staying nice and relaxed and just initiating this movement to begin with for the downswing. So full swing here, really just letting go as opposed to swinging harder. I'm just going to aim to swing faster. Swinging faster, effortlessly, very easy to do when you try those two moves with that training aid set there from Golf Swing Systems. That felt quite nice. Let's see if it's going to reach. Pretty nice shot. Just shy of 200 yards. Let's just see if I can get one just over 200 yards just to finish off the video. And this drill, by the way, works wonders for the irons, but you can also do this with the woods and driver as well. If you'd like to see a full video on how I would go about doing this with the woods and driver, make sure you comment down below for that video. So one last one with the iron. Let's see if I can just get it past 200 yards. That was quite nice. Let's see, has it carried it? Oh yeah. Past the green, definitely well over a carry of 200 yards. So if you enjoyed this video and come this far, I'd highly recommend trying these tips and drills out. That impulse movement, squatting down, pushing back up ever so slightly in the golf swing, allowing that release of this lead arm to take place to help you get that effortless swing. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, more content coming your way, and why not check out this video for more tips to help you on the downswing. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you next time.